Hi everyone, Michael Anfield here. Thank you for joining me at weareinterconnected.com. Today's video is all about if I'm going to go back to Belize and the updates, further updates on what's happening. It's been more than a month that I've been here now in Canada, and I find it's very cold, but I'm not complaining. I'm trying to be as positive as I can. I would love, of course, to go back to somewhere where I was in a warmer climate, tropics, but fortunately at the present time I have to sort out my life, get on with things, and I'll be doing a work away very soon, within the next 2 weeks or so, and I'll be doing a lot of things, learning a lot, construction and building and farming, gardening, all that stuff, cooking, etc. So when it comes to Belize and the land that we have, what's going to happen? Well, at the moment, we're putting it all on hold and we are trying to figure out what we want to do. Now, that land, like Belize, the people there, nature, like it's all just totally amazing, totally beautiful. And we would love to go back if possible. Now, on, even though we are anarchists and we are I'm a nonconformist. I can't speak for anybody else but myself. I'm a nonconformist. It's hard to be in a society and not conform to all these, regulations of, getting visas stamped and all that. And even though in my book, Our Path to Freedom, I talk about trying to get as far away as possible from society and not stamp visas and so forth, it's sometimes hard not to because they randomly check. Police randomly check people. And if they don't have their visas stamped or if they don't have updated whatever, then they right away throw people in jail. And it's tough in today's world if you want to just be a decent being on this earth. It's hard. And so what's going to happen? There's a lot of like negative things when it comes to the land that we have there. And only my friend and I know all about these issues that we're faced with on the land. And he's right now trying to sell it, and we're going to restructure and try to create a new a new community. So we haven't abandoned the project at all. We're going to go back hopefully one day in the near future and start this, vegan community again. Peaceful Village is going to come to fruition one day, and I have a few people that I'm in contact with that either want to join or just want to help in some way to get this project off the ground. So as you know, I've been in prison for 3 months, and I've already been back in Canada about a month, and this was because of immigration issues, not stamping passport, and second for cannabis issues. And cannabis is just a herb, but of course, in and around the world, a lot of places it's illegal to have cannabis. And it just doesn't make sense how a herb can be illegal. A herb can be illegal, okay? A plain simple herb can be, and when you have it in your possession, it can be illegal. Now, a lot of places are making it legal to have cannabis, and it just doesn't make sense how it can be illegal to have a plant in your possession. Doesn't make sense. But these are these silly human laws that are created. Some human laws I can definitely attest to are are somewhat good because they protect people. They protect women, they protect children, they protect other people. Certain laws protect certain animals to some degree and so forth. So laws are, in some way, certain laws are good, but majority of them are not in our best interest. They are enslaving us, and they are um, not needed. But of course, if we dismantle and we get rid of governments tomorrow, there would be worldwide chaos because of the fact is that many people are just not awakened yet to love, and we just don't understand these ideas and issues that I describe in all of my books and what I describe in my videos and so forth. So what's going to happen with Finca del Sol, Peaceful Village? We don't know at the moment. I have found that, I mean, right now we're trying to sell the land, but we might go back to that same land, or other, we might find something else. And we don't know if it's in Belize or not, because Belize has, and there are some countries that have a really strict policy on visas. And this policy basically is that you have to stamp every and each month. And if you miss just a few hours, or a day or two, like you go a little late to stamp, they'll throw you in prison just like that, you know. And there's no like remorse. They throw you in there. You have to wait for your your court date, and that might take a month or two or longer. If you try and challenge the system, they call you crazy and throw you in one of those psychiatric, like like buildings, and they check you up for psychiatric evaluation, and it's pretty bad, like the living conditions there, but it's not as bad as I thought it was. I thought it would be even worse. And if you're positive and you're loving and you're not harming or trying not to harm anyone, more good will come out of it than bad. Because every situation I believe is a good one, even though a lot of times you feel like you're swimming in deep waters and you can't get out, and you're trapped, or you feel like you're you just want to die, and you want to see that your life ends. Every situation is a good one. I keep a really positive attitude for the future and for every situation. So I don't know what's going to happen for the future, but if anyone wants to help with building this community, this vegan community in the tropics somewhere, let us know. If you want to put in money to help us create this community, let us know in some way how you can help. If you already have a land and you want to for us to join somehow, let us know. It has to be completely vegan, and there has to be no animals like on the actual land, except for naturally free roaming animals, like wild animals. So we don't believe that animals, like, we don't believe in sanctuaries, and we don't believe in owning animals at all, having pets. We don't believe in that. Even though that's kind of like a medium ground. Like, what are we going to do with all the animals, that we rescue from slaughterhouses and other farms, and what are we going to do with pets and all these things? I believe that we should like not worry about that and worry more about focusing on promoting veganism. So some people say, well, it's all or nothing, and I don't want to get into that issue because I've already talked somewhat and written about it somewhat. Um, so that you can watch my other videos. But basically, if anybody wants to help us in any way, please do so. Of course, we did own the land, so we do have money tied into the land. If anybody wants to buy the land, it's a very good piece of land, but it's not perfect for what we want really to do. So It's I'll give you my contact information down below. You can go to the website weareinterconnected.com. Contact me right away. I'll get you in contact with my friend that owns the land. And basically, if you want to take it up, do so. It's not that expensive. It's 13 acres, 13-acre land. It has about 9 acres of citrus with interdispersed banana and plantain like section, as well as around the areas there's coconuts, and there's so many other different fruits. And then by the actual house that's there, living house, there's like 4 or 5 acres of land there with all sorts of fruits and tubers and so forth all around. So if you're interested in that, it's a very good piece of land. It's in the Cayo district of Belize, so there's a lot of mountains. It's a really good area, and we've already kind of like started it. It's kind of overgrown since we haven't been there for like 3 months or so. We did have a friend taking care of it somewhat, but not very well. So, anyways, contact me. I'll definitely be in touch with you, my friend Brian. And otherwise, what else is there for updates? There's a lot of things that exciting news that I have that you can watch in my previous videos, but this one I want to keep shorter. And basically, I have a few books coming out. So this year, there's a book coming out. I'm going to be again going to Quebec for a work away, and just saving some money. Uh, doing odds and ends. Really just being there with a friend, having a little bit of a free and relaxing time, because actually I did not have much relaxing time throughout my 8 years. And even though I do still promote veganism as much as I can, I still have my books out there. I still have all of my videos, and I'm still doing my part every and each moment. Um, I want to learn a few languages, so I'm learning Spanish and French. I'm going to be learning French. I'm going to be also, again, working on my books, working on getting out more videos. So every few days, getting out some videos, learning new skills, so building and construction, so I can build the tiny homes. All these things, like they actually all come together, and to create that vegan community, to create a better world for all of us. And just continue. I'm just going to be continuing spreading this message, getting the message out through books, and hopefully this year or next year, get my book out with a publisher, with an actual publishing house. So as you know, most of my books, or all of my books, are published through self-publishing means, mostly through CreateSpace. Um, so unfortunately, I haven't been able to get my books out to the masses of people, even though my books were uh, two of my books that were I was giving away for free were Amazon #1 best-selling books. But unfortunately, they've only sold a few hundred copies of that. I've actually given out more copies than I've sold. So I've given out like thousands of copies for free, like physical copies for free, than I've actually sold. So I'm not selling much, and I would really love to be able to create this community, be able to do what I want to do every in each day. And I do that actually, in fact. But unfortunately, I'm not buying the best food that I can, the best fruit that I can. I'm not growing all the fruit that I can in a tropical place. Yes, I did have an opportunity and I was there, and unfortunately, because of immigration issues, you know, there was complications there. But I want to be able to have enough money that I can, and I'm not crying like, oh, I don't have enough money and I need help and this and that. But there are people there that just have the money, they want to help, or they just want to help in other ways, whatever it is. We are also, another thing that we're doing is we are also creating a vegan community online. So a vegan online kind of comedy website that I don't know when it's coming out, but it's in the progress, and we were supposed to release it last year, but it didn't work out. Things just didn't work out at all, and we're still working on it. If anybody wants to help us, if anyone out there at all is a vegan web designer, or you know how to do some like web coding and stuff like that, we really do need help. And unfortunately, this is a very, very, very low budget, um, project that we're working on, and we really want to get this out. And um, it's just sad that, unfortunately, because we have very, very, minimal resources, minimal money, minimal, help from people, that and in conjunction with the website, we're actually going to be creating a comedy book. So that's in the works right now. I've lost a lot of the data, a lot of the information, a lot of the books, everything basically. And so I'm starting basically from scratch. And I did recover a little bit of the information, but not much. So that's about it. I want to keep this video as short as possible. Um, that's it. If you want to help in any way, do contact me. weareinterconnected.com or info@weareinterconnected.com. That's about it. Like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you soon. Bye, everybody. Battery is dying. Man, these batteries don't last at all.